Before we begin, thank you all so much for the incredible support on my Roblox Rant videos. I've put together 10 of my funniest and most relatable stories into one video, so grab some snacks, sit back, and let's kick things off with rant number 1.
My best friend lied to me, and honestly, I thought our friendship was over. So my birthday was coming up, and I was really excited because me and my best friend had been planning to hang out for weeks. But the night before, he texted me saying he was sick and couldn't come. I was disappointed, but I understood. Then a few hours later, I opened Instagram, and my heart literally dropped. There were pictures of him hanging out with a bunch of other people. He wasn't sick. He was out having fun while I was sitting at home on my birthday. I felt completely betrayed. The next day at school, I ignored him. He kept trying to talk to me, but I wanted nothing to do with him. For almost 2 weeks, we barely spoke. Then one afternoon, he asked me to meet him after school. I almost didn't go. But when I got there, he handed me a box. Inside was the exact gaming headset I'd been talking about for months. Turns out he'd been working extra shifts with his older brother and secretly needing those friends to help earn enough money for it. The worst part? While I thought he was a fake friend, he was actually being the best friend I'd ever had.
A new student showed up at my school and somehow knew my name. On his first day, he walked into class, looked directly at me and said, "Hey, nice to finally meet you." I just stared at him. I'd never seen this guy in my life. At first, I thought maybe he confused me with someone else, but then things got weird. During lunch, he mentioned my favorite video game. Later, he somehow knew which teacher I hated and even knew about the embarrassing time I tripped in front of my crush during gym class. I was honestly freaking out. My friends started joking that I had a secret stalker. For an entire week, I tried figuring out how he knew so much about me. Finally, after school one day, I confronted him. I asked him straight up,
"Who are you?"
He laughed and pulled out his phone. Then he showed me an old screenshot. It was from a game we used to play together almost every day when we were kids. We'd spent years gaming, talking, and laughing online before suddenly losing contact. Neither of us recognized each other anymore. The creepy new student wasn't a stranger at all. He was my best friend from years ago. My best friend exposed my biggest secret. At least that's what I thought. A few months ago, I finally admitted to my best friend that I had a crush on someone at school. I made him promise not to tell anyone, and he swore he wouldn't. The next morning, I walked into class and immediately knew something was wrong. People kept looking at me and smiling. A few of my friends were whispering and laughing. Then someone straight up asked me if I was going to ask my crush out. My heart dropped. Somehow everyone knew. I was furious. I texted my best friend and accused him of telling everyone. He kept saying he didn't do it, but I didn't believe him. I blocked him and stopped talking to him completely. For days, I blamed him for embarrassing me in front of the entire school. Then one afternoon, another classmate confessed something. Apparently, they had been sitting behind us when I told him the secret. They overheard everything and spread it around as a joke. The whole time, my best friend had been innocent. And while I was busy hating him, he was actually trying to protect me from the rumor. My sister accidentally exposed my biggest secret right in front of my crush. For almost a year, I had a crush on this girl at school, and somehow nobody knew. Not my friends, not my classmates, not even my best friend. At least that's what I thought. One afternoon, my sister was picking me up from school because my parents were busy. As soon as she saw me walking out, she started smiling. I immediately knew that was a bad sign. Then she shouted my crush's name across the parking lot and asked if she was the reason I'd been spending extra time getting ready every morning. I froze. My friends started laughing. I wanted the ground to open up and swallow me. I dragged my sister away and asked how she even knew. That's when she said she'd known for months. Apparently, every time my crush walked by, I smiled without realizing it. And according to my sister, my voice changed too. I was already embarrassed enough, but then I heard someone laughing behind me. I turned around, and my crush had heard the entire conversation. Then she smiled and said, "So, you finally figured out I like you too." I thought my friend was trying to steal my entire personality. At first, it started with small things. He bought the same backpack as me, then he started wearing clothes that looked exactly like mine. A week later, he joined the same clubs I was in and even started using the same jokes and phrases I used every day. It was getting weird. My friends noticed it too. They kept telling me he was obsessed with me. Honestly, I started getting annoyed. It felt like every time I did something, he copied it. So one day after school, I finally confronted him. I asked why he was trying so hard to be me. For a few seconds, he just stood there looking embarrassed. Then he said something I wasn't expecting. He told me that when he first transferred to our school, he had no friends and no confidence. He said I was one of the only people who was nice to him. Apparently, he thought I was confident, funny, and liked by everyone. So he started copying me because he wanted to be more like the person he looked up to. The guy I thought was jealous of me actually wanted to be me because he admired me. The craziest school rumor I've ever heard was about me. It started on a random Tuesday. As soon as I got to school, people kept looking at me and whispering. At first, I ignored it, but by lunch, even my friends were acting weird. Every time I asked what was going on, they just laughed and changed the subject. Honestly, I started getting nervous. I thought someone had spread a rumor that I got in trouble or failed a test. Then one of my friends finally told me the truth. Apparently, half the school believed I was secretly dating my crush. My heart immediately dropped. The crazy part? I wasn't dating her. I barely had the confidence to talk to her. For the rest of the day, I avoided everyone. I was way too embarrassed to even look in her direction. But the next morning, something happened that made everything worse. My crush walked up to me in front of a bunch of people. I thought she was about to deny everything and make things awkward. Instead, she smiled and said, "So, if everyone's already convinced we're dating, should we make the rumor true?" My crush secretly joined my Roblox game, and I had absolutely no idea. A few months ago, I was playing Roblox after school, trying to finish a difficult challenge. Then a random player joined my server. At first, I didn't think much of it, but they kept following me around. Every time I got stuck, they showed up and helped me. Whenever I lost, they waited for me instead of leaving. Honestly, they were one of the nicest people I'd ever played with. For the next 2 weeks, they kept joining my games. We talked almost every day, but they never told me who they were. Then one night, they sent me a message. It said, "You seriously still don't recognize me?" I was completely confused. A few seconds later, they sent another message. It was my real name, not my Roblox username, my actual name. My heart immediately started racing. Then they finally revealed who they were. It was my crush from school. Apparently, she'd found my Roblox account weeks earlier and wanted to get to know me without making things awkward. The random player I'd been talking to every day was my crush the entire time. My best friend kicked me out of our Roblox group.
And I thought our friendship was over.
We had spent months building that group together. We planned events, made friends, and talked about making it one of the biggest groups we could. Then one day, I logged in and noticed something weird. I wasn't in the group anymore. At first, I thought it was a glitch. But when I searched for the group, my role was gone. I had been completely kicked out. My heart dropped. I immediately messaged my best friend. No response. I kept texting him all day, but he never replied. Honestly, I felt betrayed. I thought he'd replace me with someone else. For the next few days, I barely talked to him. Then out of nowhere, he finally called me. The first thing he said was,
"I'm so sorry."
Turns out his Roblox account had been hacked. The hacker removed me from the group, changed permissions, and even blocked people from contacting him. For days, he'd been trying to get his account back. The whole time, I thought my best friend had betrayed me, but he was actually fighting to save the group we'd built together. My Wi-Fi betrayed me at the worst possible moment. A few weeks ago, I was playing one of the hardest Roblox challenges I'd ever attempted. I'm talking hours of retries. Every time I got close to the end, I'd mess up and have to start over. My friends were watching, cheering me on and even joking that I'd never beat it. So when I finally made it to the last section, my heart was pounding. I was literally
One jump.
away from finishing. One jump. That's it. My friends were spamming the chat. I was already imagining myself flexing the win later. Then my character stopped moving. At first, I thought my keyboard had disconnected, but then everyone around me froze. The chat stopped, and I saw the message every Roblox player hates.
Connection lost.
I just stared at my screen in complete silence. The craziest part? My Wi-Fi had been perfectly fine all day. It didn't lag during homework. It didn't lag while watching videos. It didn't lag for hours of gameplay, but somehow, it waited until the exact second I was about to win. And to this day, I still don't think I've recovered from that jump.
My little brother spent all my Robux, and I genuinely thought
My life was over.
so. I'd been saving Robux for weeks. I skipped buying cool items, ignored game passes, and even stopped changing my avatar because I was saving for something special. I finally had enough. I was literally planning to buy it that night. Then I got home from school, opened Roblox, and immediately noticed something was wrong. My Robux balance looked way lower than it should have. At first, I thought it was a glitch. Then I checked my purchase history.
Big mistake.
Page after page of random avatar items I'd never seen before. A banana hat, giant rainbow glasses, some weird dinosaur costume. I was completely confused. Then my little brother walked into my room wearing the
Biggest smile ever.
That's when I knew. Turns out he'd borrowed my tablet earlier and decided to upgrade my avatar. I was so angry I couldn't even speak. But then he showed me the avatar he'd created. And honestly, it looked so ridiculous that I started laughing. Weeks of saved Robux were gone. But somehow, my little brother accidentally created the funniest avatar I've ever owned. Like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you guys for all your support. Love you guys.